I am Robert Boudwin, the CMO and head of sales for Spear Minerals, and there's a good chance that I've hugged most of you in this room and that you have a selfie on your camera with me on it, because my prior career before the pandemic was Houston Rockets mascot Clutch the Bear from 1995 through 2016.
There's no way that's true. It is absolutely true.
This guy next to me is a good friend, actually. It is absolutely true. And I'm here to talk to you about real property that is 1031 exchangeable.
Brock Tottenham with Texas Capital Bank, and I actually participated in a stunt with the Rockets for Clutch the Bear, so I can verify that that is a true statement. He's not just kidding. Texas Capital Bank, we're a $35 billion bank.
Robert, I have absolutely no idea what spearmint is and what you guys do.
Spearmint. Spearmint's a gum. Spear minerals. There you go. First of all, the centerpieces on your tables, those steel oil drums, are actually flasks, and they're meant for you to take home. I did not fill them. That's your job. The smaller, spongier ones are for you to throw at me if you don't like what I have to say. I personally feel like our deal is the safest and securest and best deal in the room. I'm a father of 2 sets of twins, a single father, because God blessed me, God bless me. And when I look for investing in the long term, I want safe and secure. These are mineral rights. Our materials are on your tables. Most people aren't familiar with them, and that's why we haven't sold out. Frankly, if people in the general public were as familiar with mineral rights, I think we would have sold out months ago. When we went on mineral rights, first of all, are subsurface property. They're real property. They are 1031 exchangeable. A lot of the people that come to us have just sold a commercial real estate building, and they're either putting it all into the mineral rights to avoid capital gains, or they're putting just the boot because they bought another piece of property into the mineral rights. We can do it for any amount. Units are at 120, we'll do less than that because some people come to us that are tired of the volatility in the market and they want to diversify into real property, but they don't want the hassle of actually active management or the expense. With mineral rights, there's no liability, there's no expense, and there's no vacancies. It's all leased out land held by production. When our owner got it in 2014, there were 0 shale wells on the property. There are now 170 plus actively cash flowing. So you're not speculating. This is not a drilling deal. You are buying into something that is cash flowing immediately. Anybody that sells you on a mineral rights deal and just shows you a cash flow, you should be skeptical of, because all the property might be drilled out. In our case, there's 170 wells with about 250 what are called PUDs, meaning proven undeveloped, meaning spots that are next to wells, and it's not a question of if there's oil there, it's just when the oil companies go get it. People want to know our returns. They've been in the high single digits, low double digits for the last year. Most of the conferences we speak at like this, people think that's too good to be true and you're full of it. We have obviously the last 4 years of cash flow to show that. The prediction is this returns 10 to 20% for generations to come. Most people hold on to mineral rights for generations. It's not all congruent adjacent property. It is cherry picked. 90 different pieces of property make up this portfolio, all right outside of College Station. The big takeaways are it's safe, secure, double-digit income with upside. When we went on sale in August 2020, the price of a barrel of oil was $37. I don't know if you've been watching the news, but it just broke 90 yesterday. Mineral right owners are paid on 2 things and 2 things only: the spot price of oil that month and the volume out of the ground. And when the spot price of oil goes up, those oil companies come in and they drill more because it's more lucrative. So you win twofold. This is real property with deeds. So you're not buying into an LP or an LLC or something like that. You get deeded the property in your name, and it is truly passive income. It cash flows monthly. There you have it. That's Spear Minerals. And we have a booth here. We're joined by our CFO, Scott Bernstein, at the back of the room. Happy to handle any questions personally afterwards.
Cool. All right. right, cash flow returns. JC, yeah.
Yeah, one thing I forgot to mention earlier, our product has a 15% tax break called a depletion allowance, not to be confused with depreciation. In other words, every year for perpetuity, 15% of your income from mineral rights is not taxable. If you made $10,000 next year, only $8,500 would be taxable. And that is forever. And it also does not change the cost basis of your asset, which we assume will be appreciating as well. People want to know the highs and the lows. Our worst month ever was in the dregs of COVID. We still returned an annualized 2% that month. So when a lot of people were looking at their mutual funds or their IRAs tanking and losing 20-30% of their life savings, our mineral right owners got a check in the mail that month, and it was only a 2% annualized. High end, there's a lot of predictions that oil is hitting 100 soon. It's at 90 today, and some predictions going as high as 190. JP Morgan predicting that will happen by 2025. That kind of throws everything out the window on our 10 to 20% window of returns, and there are some models that suggest our property will be returning 32 to 35% when oil hits 100 and higher. Thank you.